Hi, guys. Hello. Now I'm warm. I'll be cold, then I'll be hot, then I'll be cold, then I'll be hot. Anybody feeling me on that one? Woo. Hello. Hi, guys. I just took all my makeup off so you guys could see my post micro needling face. Oh my God. Best product ever. Okay. Hi, guys. Hello, everybody. Hi, Maria. Oh, you had Botox today and a tiny bit of filler for smoker lines, ex-smoker. I had Botox yesterday. I'm still kind of moving though. How's your summer? We had like 60-degree weather. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it was like delightful here today. It was like windows open in the car, like just amazing. I'm putting on makeup and I shouldn't be yet. I just look really pale. But I wanted everybody to see my post micro needling skin. How's your little baby doing, Maria? Hi, Marianne. Oh, you guys, I feel like I've missed you. I feel like we need this tonight. I took all my makeup off so you guys could see my skin. It's doing a lot better. It's been a wet summer. Oh, that's not great. Hi, Felice. You're a bit of a chicken. Need all those things, but think that at 61 the ship has sailed. Yes, I get it. A wet summer. That just sounds like hot and steamy and ugh. Hanukkah mannequins, lamekins is great. Will you please do a get ready with me outside? I think it would be so fun, like with your chicken that follows you around. You could have the lambs. It would just be like the greatest thing ever. Have to talk to your dad. Oh, Felice, it's never ending. All right, you guys, I'm putting on the, oh, you know what? I'm not going to put on the It. I'm not. I'm going to try this new foundation that I've been wanting to try the Suku. Molly! You had no snow, now a bunch of snow. Boo. Did your parents get 17 inches of snow like you said they were going to? Because please no. I can't have that right now. I'm having a sangria. I don't know about you guys, but it's been one of the weeks that I'll never forget. So this is the brand new Suku The Liquid Foundation. I am a huge fan of skincare cream tint and the foundation. So this is a tinted moisturizer that gives you a little more coverage, I feel like, than most tinted moisturizers. And the foundation has become like my, if I'm going to be fancy, I'm going to be fancy in this. Shut up. They got 25 inches. You're not kidding? That's your parents. Oh my God. How long? Like, has it been snowing for like 2 days, or did it just like all come at once? You like my skin? Oh, thank you. Who is that? TLW, do I have your name? I'm not sure. Send me a DM so we can put you in the group text also for Instagram. Oh my God, you guys, you know how like you'll do anything for a friend? Hi, Tammy. Tammy, if you have an Instagram, send me a DM and I'll put you in our group text. We're a lot of fun. We've been complaining about Chanel this week. I'm going to just put a little bit of this on here. We'll look at the different textures. So this is the new liquid foundation from Suku. And although I know it's hard to get here, I'm starting to think it's really worth it. Cool, Tammy. Awesome. Okay, so the liquid foundation is not like super runny, which is great. I'll show you the cream tint. This tinted moisturizer is like, if it's cold outside and I'm feeling like I might need like a little extra protection, this is what I go for. It's like super hydrating and it feels really good on the skin. And then the foundation, it literally is called the foundation because it is the foundation. Now, those of you who are squeamish, this is a pot and you have to use like a little scooper. The texture of this one, where's my little, here we go, is very like creamy and delightful. So I'm a huge fan of the Suku products. Let's put a little. You can kind of see on the back of my hand like how nicely it covers up my crazy blue veins. And then this one is the tinted moisturizer. Now we're going to try the new liquid foundation. I'm very excited. I am color 210 in the foundation. I'm 210 in the liquid foundation. All right, guys, while I'm putting this on, can we break it down about the Chanel shenanigans? Because I left my cart at the checkout, and I don't think I'm checking out. I'm definitely not. I'm probably going to lose my relationship with this essay, but I think that they handled this so poorly. And I just don't believe in fake scarcity or produced scarcity. If you're going to advertise a whole new collection, let people buy it. Like, seriously, they're not doing anybody any favors. I feel like Byredo does this too. It's like, we're going to put something out and we're going to make it really hard for you to get so that we can pretend like this is the new luxury, is being able to actually acquire the product. I'm sorry, but this is the aspirational. Wow, I really didn't need a whole lot of that, did I? Feels good. I have hydrated my skin. I'm still a little bruised under this eye, as you can see. I don't have any concealer on yet. Let's see what we think. So normally I get a little bit scared with foundations like this, like it's not going to feel like enough on my skin, like it's going to be too dry for me. But this new brand, that not new to me, Astura. Okay, if you're dry, I just want you to get online and order this. It is the cream mist. Now this is different from a milky toner. I want to pull up my info that I have on this because it's very unusual, this product. Do we have the information on the Astura cream mist in the strand? Hold on, guys. Okay. Suka have reformulated their other foundation. They did? The foundation they reformulated too? Or just the liquid? Because this is a new formulation now. Hi, Maria. I had a bit of rustling in my chin area. And what is Radiesse? Is that a new, like, hyaluronic filler? In your cheeks about 10 days ago. Bruise is gone. And though I still have lines, they're softer, and the Radiesse did lift me up a bit. That's what it's all about. It's about making yourself happy and feeling good. I hardly know who I am anymore. Like when I look in the mirror, I'm like, is that really, like, I don't know if it's getting closer to a birthday or what it is, but it's crazy. Not an HA filler helps build bone. Well, I need that in like my whole body then. Wow, I need to look into that. Does your derm do that? I'm going to put a little bit more of this under my eyes just to see if I can get away with covering up by layering a little bit. See if it's buildable. Yes, the derm. They are reformulating a ton of products right now. You guys have seen Double Wear and Luminous Silk. Those were both reformulated because it contains a silicone that is not harmful to us, but the way that it breaks down in the environment was ruled out by the EU. So when the EU says no, that's enough people for them to say, oh, okay, we're going to reformulate. And two formulations that have been out there for such a long period of time and have been, I mean, I think two of the top foundations for sure. People wear them, you know, like for special occasions and everything because they can count on those products. And I think, you know, people who don't understand like why they're reformulating, why would they reformulate something that's so great? Well, they're reformulating because they have to. This blush is called Exothermic. This is a phytosurgence. And in the wintertime, especially when I am feeling really pale, I like this as sort of a bronzer. This is like the consistency of like a chocolate ganache. And you can get very blended, beautiful color out of it. And the colors that they have are so interesting. If you are olive, this will not turn orange on you. This is really the only color that I trust on my cool skin tone for that bronzer look that kind of makes me look less sickly. There have been quite a few passionate people in your comments from the double wear. I know. I mean, people are upset because it's something that they've been wearing for a very long time. And I don't know how long it's been since the double wear reformulated, but I think I read that it was like 16 years for the Luminous Silk. And those are both like wedding foundations. I mean, if you're getting married and you want good pictures and you want your skin to look good all day, those are like two foundations for sure that people really like. So phytosurgence, to me, there is no better way to spend 15 US dollars. 15 bucks. You get a little pot of delight. You can use your finger if you want to go in a little bit more intensely. Or you can bring in a brush. I find that at this time of the year, going across my face and not having like a bunch of white underneath my eyes makes me look less sun deprived. Okay, better. This foundation feels lightweight. I don't know if it's self-setting. We'll find out. It doesn't feel super tacky, but it doesn't feel dried down yet. But it also doesn't make me feel like it's too dry for my skin. I been testing this out also. This is from Molly Sims' line. This is the Wide Awake from Wise Beauty. And it's got the little gold applicator. Comes in 4 shades. I know it's on Sephora, but it's also on her website. And this is a color corrector, and obviously I need that for my bruise. This has caffeine in it. It helps puffiness. You can use that little applicator to kind of blend things in, and it's very cooling. And I find that it does a nice job in the morning of kind of making it easier to put on makeup. Non-HA filler helps build bone. Liquid. Yes, derm. Hi, Judy. Yes. Okay. All right. So who's here right now? Maria's here. Judy's here. Felice is on the phone back and forth. Molly's here. Marianne is here. Okay, guys, if you are not part of our group chat, please DM me and I will add you to our group chat so that you can get up to the minute craziness. The only thing that I've really been using under my eyes lately is the 00 luminescent from Dior. I don't know, like I'm just not feeling the powder thing right now, and this is like the least powdery looking powder that I have. And I've just been taking a concealer brush and literally like dipping it in, tapping it off, and just going underneath for just a slight brightening. And obviously this needs a little bit of cover, but I'm going to work with it. But it just sort of gives like good light reflection. And instead of putting on more concealer that just makes me look like more makeup-y and cakey, I've been kind of opting for that instead. Jacqueline's here. Hello. All right, you guys. So this foundation went on super easy. It's not settling into lines. I'm going to take you guys in close. Just take this down. Hey, Nicole. You're here. Hello, ladies. I am testing the new liquid foundation. I purchased them. Did I purchase the MPH? I did not. I was going to talk about that. I have thoughts. I've only been using the Jura powder too. I need a new one soon. I know. It's such a great powder. I hope they don't stop making it. So I like the way this is sitting. I wouldn't say that I'm dewy, but I definitely look glowy. And that may be from the skincare prep that I did because I'm so into my skincare right now. If I have not mentioned that if you are dry, you need to meet this. This is the Astura ATO Barrier 365. I don't even have links set up with anybody yet, but most mists are water-based, and I love my mists. I've got the Road bottle, but this is the, I like the mist. I didn't like the Road mist, but the actual misting I love. So I put the Prequel one in here because the Prequel one looked like I like took a hose to my face. It was a lot of spray. This is a whole different situation. This is a cream to mist texture that is like throwing on some moisturizer and it seals itself. So you go in the mirror and you see your makeup is like, and it's like all, you know, like crusty and you're like, oh my God, I look horrible. I look old. I look this, I look that. If you are dry and you spray this on your face, it's not like a mist. It's like actually like putting a moisturizer on your face. It is definitely not for oily people, not for people that don't like that feeling of moisture on their face, like that dewy feeling. But this has tons of ceramides in it. It supports the barrier. There is lots of really good skincare that helps you in here. Not sure why she thought that mister on the Prequel was a good idea. Quite the hose. Literally. I mean, I threw it out. I don't like the Road mist because it's sticky. It's got like a stickiness to it, but oh, she's got the mist figured out, and I'll just keep putting the Prequel like in here. And you can buy great misters on Amazon. The Amazon stores I know are doing well. I have not set up an Amazon store. I'm waffling right now. I'm actually meeting with the couple that owns the Korean market near my house that I've been shopping at. And I am trying to work us into their space, and they will ship, and you're not going to be paying tariffs and all that. And I'm looking for a few dollars off than what we would normally be paying. So fingers crossed on Saturday, we'll find out. But in the meantime, if you have been freezing your buns off and putting your face out there in the cold and you are feeling dry and bleh, this is fantastic. They had sent me, or not sent me, I had picked up the essence, and they gave me the lotion. So I had to go back today and switch this. The essence looks like a milky toner. Definitely more of a watery consistency, but like with a milkiness to it. Like you see, it's not like running down my hand. I mean, it is, but it's not crazy. And it goes in really easy. If you don't want to spray your face, you've got this. I always put whatever's left on the back of my hands. This whole line, if you are sensitive, if you deal with redness, they are, and they're coming out with Seek Out now, that they're going to, well, it's out, but they're going to be carrying it at Sephora. So if you are red, if you have rosacea, if you tend to pink up a lot, if you have a lot of redness in your face, they are going to have a whole line that's sensitive with Cica, which is Centella asiatica. It's a calming, like anti-inflammatory ingredient. I actually have a cream that's like just that. And that's the great thing that I've found with Korean skincare, is that you can pick and choose your ingredients and what you want to use. The Mixsoon that Molly was telling us about the other day, I ordered. They didn't have it at my market. I think it's like a really popular product right now because it's such a close dupe for the SK2. I think a lot of people are getting into like the whole Korean skincare thing right now. And I think it's getting more popular and people are kind of feeling it out. I wanted to kind of report back on the Summer Fridays because it's not really a brand that I normally think about. These liners are fantastic, you guys. I think it's kind of brilliant to come out with wood pencils at the same time as you do the marker ones, because the marker ones will stay for a long time, but they can bleed. And when I swatched them in store, they did. Now, if I go in right now and I kind of get that shape that I'm looking for, where I kind of go up at the top and bring it down, and then I don't overline here, but I do like on the bottom. Now, notoriously, these dry out really easily, and they tend to get gummed up by other products, so I'm not gonna totally endorse that. But when you go in with a wood pencil, just to kind of prevent anything from moving, you can really shade your lip and get a stain with any lip product. My favorite brand that I have found so far is this ROM MD. This is number 5 of Glassy Color. And it's shiny. These are really nice because they're not like fruity and like childlike. I think they're selling this brand now at Nordstrom. I don't exactly know what formulas they have, but this one is 05 Dim Mauve from the Glasting Color Gloss. And I can tell you that these are delightful, hydrating, and not smelly. I wish they still made this pencil. They don't. This was a Sephora. But any color that's close to this, I find if I kind of do it like that, it kind of blurs and then just sort of becomes easy to wear. And it feels good. You know, like my lips are chapped from this weather and I like it. So RomMD, I'm going to show you more lip things later, but this one is a winner. Yesterday we started talking about these eyeshadows. Let me grab both palettes. Well, it wasn't yesterday, it was Sunday. But these are the Clio palettes that you're seeing a lot of because they've been on Nina Park's table. And if you don't know who Nina Park is, she is a makeup artist who is from Chicago. And she does a lot of K-beauty. And she has created this very Nina Park aesthetic, which is like very enhanced. It's not like your lips but better, your makeup but better. It's like, let's just sort of intensify everything and make it all sort of come to life. She's done a ton of red carpets and a lot of stars lately, like Emma Stone. I will show you some pictures from her Instagram so you guys like have an idea of what we're talking about here. I'm going to go on a Meet Beauty Talk because well, actually I'm not. I'm going to go on Nina Park for this one. Oh, I got foundation all over my keyboard. That's fantastic. Oh, okay. Well, first of all, this is what came up. And that is, she did all of her makeup for whatever these red carpets were this past time. But let's go straight to Nina Park now. Okay. So you will she loves to like make skin look very glowy, but not weirdly glowy, like not like wet glowy. But you'll notice that all of them have defined lips that are very blurred, and she tends to either stay like in the plummy or winey or almost bricky kinds of colors. And you can see like there's just a huge focus on skin here. The brows are very natural. She's known to do a very like thin line of eyeliner at the lash line with possibly a little bit of a wing and like a blur. And then skin looks like skin, but like your skin's had a really good day. And then lips are really enhanced. And people are going nuts over this. Like, there's so many people out there that are recreating these looks. People want to know what she's using. All that makeup that she keeps showing is from the brand Kill, which does like mascara and liners and that kind of stuff, which I did not purchase because they are waterproof. And what I have found is that my lashes do much better when I don't put them through that. So I took a pass, but they are coming out with all kinds of things now that help you remove mascara. I'm a devotee of tubing mascara so that I don't have the crazy rings underneath my eyes. I want to scroll down to Emma Stone here. I mean, how gorgeous does she look? She looks like her skin's like very like lived in and pretty, but I mean, you can tell like she has makeup on, but in like a cool girl way. Nicole, she is. She's so super talented. And people are really excited about this new look. Like, I think makeup was sort of stuck. We were like the eyeshadow people were over here, and the no eyeshadow people were over here. And she sort of went, okay, well, we're going to focus on skin and skin health and barrier health. And then we're going to make the lips look like really juicy and pretty. And we're going to define the eyes and keep it simple. And for the most part, that is what she does. Now, this is Johnny Depp's daughter, also is in this loop right there. I'll get to her, but she does Kaya Gerber. She does Hailey Bieber. She does Zoe Kravitz, Lily Depp, all these famous people. And all of them look quite amazing. Look at Kaya Gerber here. I mean, she looks just like Cindy Crawford, doesn't she? She looks just like her mom. Soft and natural. Like almost supernatural, but like not over the top. Just really good. Like if you look at her face, you can see where and how she's applied some highlighter. It's like very strategic. She's not over powdered. She's not overly dewy. She just looks like very healthy and glowy. Like when you look at her shoulder, even, it's like the little details that make the whole thing come together. And you can see the lip has that kind of extra outline, but not overlined to the point of like craziness, and not a color that is so different from what's on the lip. I feel like these will age well, these looks. They all look like themselves. Let me look at this. I mean, spectacular. Look at the skin. Look at the highlight on like the forehead, the cheek, the nose, but not like a crazy, like, you know, Rudolph nose. A little bit down here, and she like goes down into the body because it's all part of the look. What a dress. I mean, hello. Gorgeous. Here you can really see how she strategically used the highlighter to illuminate and not gravitate to Mars. I don't know, to Venus. Anyway, check out her Instagram. I think you will get a lot of inspiration. I definitely have. I mean, look at Hailey Bieber's mouth. That's even like more pronounced, and that was back in September. I like looking at the dates on things because you can kind of see like how trends evolve. Zoe Kravitz has never looked better, like ever. And she's gorgeous and looks incredible. And granted, all of these girls are young. They can take care of their skin. They can, have all the treatments. But I have to say, I think we have finally gotten to the point now where everybody can have this. Almost. Like everybody can have a really good skincare routine. And we know that that's what makes the makeup look better. It's what makes us feel better. And it's not like an anti-aging thing. I can't stand the anti-aging. I'm pro-aging and everything, but I'd like to look as good as I possibly can. No mid, as Holly would say, like no mid. I want to look as good as I can possibly look. And what I'm finding is that a lot of the overpriced skincare that I was using can be easily replaced with 3 things for the same amount of money, or 4 things as the same amount of money as one item that I had. You can have a fantastic cleanser that does not strip your barrier. I do love Prequel. I'm staying with that for one of my cleanses, and I still love it in the shower. But you can find an essence in Korean skincare that will start your skincare going, some kind of hydrating, plumping kind of start. And as you layer, I really believe in misting in between to like keep hydration going. And even if you have an oily skin or an oily T-zone, that doesn't mean that your skin doesn't need a drink of water. It may need a different kind of seal that goes on it or different products that go on after, but everybody has to live on water. We all need hydration. This is not K-Beauty, but I think Prequel is a great place to start because it's not just a hyaluronic kind of composition. This has PGA and glycerin and ectoin and osmolytes. It's very calming. It's very hydrating. It's a water-based serum. This is what you want. You can add this to microcurrent. There's no oil in here at all. This is literally like your skin drinking water. Like I said, this also comes in a spray now, but I changed the bottle. So you can use this like in between. And I just find this to be really calming. It's got polyglutamic acid, glycerin, osmolytes, and ectoin, provides excellent skin moisturization and improves the barrier, supports skin's natural moisture factor. And you can find tons of water-based products by looking on Huahe or on Olive Young, both of the websites that I had shared with you guys, but this is just the best. I love it. Whoa. Sorry. Okay. The palettes that she's been using a lot are these. They're like, you can find them for about $27, $30 to $30-ish, $33. They are 12-pan palettes from the brand Clio, CLIO. And they've gotten incredibly popular because of people like Nina Park. Let me just take this down. She has started kind of I guess, given an invitation to people that weren't wearing eyeshadow, which definitely was not me. I love eyeshadow, but she's got kind of a cooler, pinkier mauve, more mauve kind of story here, and like a rosier, more beigey story here. This one is called Nude Balance, and this one is called Office Mate. And you can find these online. Honestly, you probably already have these colors. I know everybody's like, oh, I want these and stuff, but there's no mirror, there's no frills here. This is matte eyeshadow. There's like one kind of shimmery shade and one that's got like a little bit of a sparkle in it, but the rest of them are all matte. They're gorgeous, they're buttery, they're nice, but these are colors that you probably have 100 times. And I will just take a couple of these. They don't skip. They're very sheer, kind of light in tone. I don't know what deeper skin tones would do. And I think that if Korea is planning on invading the world like they are right now, they need to step it up in the color department, because I'm very pale right now, and I feel like I need a little more like at nighttime when I use these. I'm going to go with this one just because this is not my usual. I usually go towards these mauve tones, but I'm trying to fight it right now. I'm trying to get a little bit rosier and see if I can sort of push the envelope. So I'm going to start maybe over here with one of these kind of rosy colors and just go on top of, I have a MAC Painterly paint pot on my eyes just to put underneath the eyeshadow. And I like to always either use powder, or if there's a matte eyeshadow handy, I can do this. I'm going to go into one of the deeper shades, same brush, and I'm just going to go in looking straight ahead to kind of fake my crease and kind of come out like where my eye sticks out, and put a little bit of darkness here and just sort of bring this out. Go on this side. Now this eye hangs down more than the other, so sometimes I have to adjust. And I'm always going like up and out, and I don't do the full windshield wiper because it closes my eye off. I want to like open it and kind of do it like that. And then guys, the best tools that you have are right here. Go right behind the eyelashes. I did leave my mascara on today because I just didn't want to have to redo it. And just put a little bit of that darker color in. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use this shimmer, even though it's not my first choice. It does the trick. I would definitely at nighttime maybe just like dip into like one of like my Patrick Tas or something, but you can see that like right away that did something. I'm going to go into the lightest matte shade. And I have found, you guys, that this area looks best on me illuminated, meaning like I have to add some light here because there's so many shadows. And it looks best, I feel like, if it's matte. I was trying to go sparkly, like in this part of my eye, and it doesn't really work. But what does work is if I take a teeny little brush, like real little, and I go into the shimmer shade. This is the Shoto 06 from Refer. If I take this shiny shade and I go right in just that beginning part of my eye right there, just right inside of it, it's like, hello, you woke up. And then I think it's really important to tight line. And what I've noticed that Nina Park does Where's my brown? I'm very organized tonight, which I'm very excited about. This is Cocoa from Victoria Beckham, my eyeliner of choice. And I'm going to tight line going in between my lashes. Now, I'm not a brown mascara girl, but those of you who are, you can still do this. I like to go heavier on the outside to kind of open up the eye. And it just gives the illusion that your eyes are more open and that you have like more lashes going. Ooh. Okay. Now the easiest way to do a wing when you are not a wing person like me. There are a lot of brushes out there that are teeny tiny. This is the Sigma winged liner. I think I bought it at Target like 5 years ago. But something that's really small and on an angle. And I actually find that like a lot of these eyebrow brushes are amazing for this. And I'm going to use an eyebrow brush right now to show you. I'm going to take some of this eyeliner and put it on this brush. I think that anytime the wing starts coming up, like I get nervous. I'm not gonna be able to get out the door. I can't do it. It's not even. I wind up going back and forth. It's hard. This is the easiest. I want you to look in your mirror and look at your bottom lash line. Wherever that is, you're going to place this here and line it up with your lower lash line and literally just like press. That's it. Just press. And I'm going to do this on both sides. Press. Now I have like a lot of skin hanging down like on both sides at this point. When you go in and just press right there, that's lined up with your lower lash line, you're not going to hit any of the stuff that's hanging down. You're just going to come out a teeny bit. Exactly where your lashes go. Then what I'm going to do is turn the brush and just right here kind of fill in to get to this point. Now, there's a number of things that you can do at this point. First of all, you can get a Q-tip. I like these from Ulta. These have the pointy side on one side and the paddle side on the other. So you've got basically like an eyeshadow brush here. And I like to take the corner and pull up. And you will see the bottom of the wing cleans up very easily. But then you're like, oh, that looks kind of weird. I don't know. What I like to do then is I like to kind of blur it. I don't love a harsh wing on me. I like the idea of a wing and I like the opening of my eye. So I'm just going to take one of the deeper shades, not the deepest, but deeper. And right where I've done the wing, I'm just going to kind of like add some shadow and let it blend in. And it basically just softens that wing. Then the other thing that you can do is you can take your brush again. To get it to last, I'm going to go into the deepest brown shade that's on here. You could do black. You could do any color wing that you want. And all I'm going to do is just put a little of the shadow like right on top. It's on both sides of the brush. And I just turn the brush. And it's just like, you know how you put powder over a cream and it lasts longer? That's kind of like what this is. And then the last thing I do is I'll go back into that little tiny brush And I go kind of medium on this. And I just want to create a shadow underneath here that kind of connects to the wing so it doesn't look like weirdly disconnected from the bottom. And I'll look in the mirror, kind of decide what needs to get darker, what's hanging down, what do I not like. Do that. And then, if you really want to get fancy, let's get fancy. Not this fancy. Sorry, guys. Oh, here it is. I'm so organized that I can't find my stuff. I've been loving the palette that I bought from YSL, but you can do this with any shadow. When you have a hooded eye, or when you have aging eyes, the thing that you're going to see that's closest to the lash line is right at the base. So if you would just reinforce with some sparkle, like right there at the edge, you're going to get like that little pow, like that little pop. So that when your eyes move, you're going to see that little pop of shimmer. And I love it. Like, I love it. I think it's awesome. I think that it's the easiest way to go from day to night is with just putting that little bit of shimmer on. And I'm loving these like very rosy tones right now. Like exothermic. But honestly, you can do a bronzer, you can do a blonzer. I just think that right now at this time of the year, most of us are lacking a lot of color. Felice is back. Holly's in the house. Hey. What's the name of the Mauve Clio palette? The name of the Mauve Clio palette is Office Mate. In case you wanted to take it to the office with you. These are the Pro Palette Airs. And if you go online, I mean, you can find them in a lot of places. The one thing I will say is they're not super like easy to open. I thought that I was going to just use this one, but I've really grown into this one too. And I've been really just trying to like base my eye looks on a more simple way of doing them lately. And I've been wearing less shimmer during the day, but honestly, I'm going back to it. Just because I've been testing these and I wanted to see what I thought. I think the quality of these shadows is fantastic. They're extremely fine milled, very buttery. Let me do like 3 swatches from this one. You can see where if you are super fair, where these shadows are not going to do it for you. But honestly, if you find some matte shadows in your collection that you like that are neutral, you're going to be fine. You don't need like this many eyeshadows. As we all know, like all of our big eyeshadow palettes are being replaced. I mean, Natasha Denona just came out with quads today. So, yeah. But it's nice for definition. It's nice to kind of step out and look defined and really go for the lip. So many good lip products. Oh my God, you guys. Like, I know that we all feel like the luxury is like whipping out the designer, like delicious, you know, Chanel, Dior, Guerlain. But nobody knows what you're wearing when you're wearing it. And we're going to talk about the value of beauty today. We are going to explore, I think, the biggest things that are going on right now in beauty. And I even have like slides and stuff. But I wanted people to be able to vent about Chanel. So get your thoughts ready. I'm running to the restroom really quick. Everybody take like 2 minutes. We're going to go into the value of makeup. We're going to take a look at what's coming out. We're going to talk about whether or not we think it's mid, Holly, or the best. Those quads are cute, aren't they? Let's put them up here so that we can like think about them while I run to the restroom. Let me get Natasha. I mean, if you had told me that in 2026, Natasha Denona is only going to be putting out quads, that would not have been on my bingo card. That's for sure. Here we go. Oops. Hold on. Here we go. All right. I'll be back in 2 seconds. This is the bottle, by the way, of the Prequel spray. This is what it looks like when you buy it at the store. There are tons of misters that you can buy, but I wanted to just kind of show you what this does. It's like running down my hand. I mean, it would ruin anybody's makeup. Don't go in with this the way that it is. It's too much. I'm not going to waste it. I'll put it on my body, but like this on your face is not going to help anything. they've got to change the mister. This is polyglutamic acid, glycerin, aloe, really calming, really soothing, water-based, hydrating. No matter what your skin type is, you need hydration. And it starts here. All right, we've had a lot of Natasha Denona. I think I'm going to get the cool. And if I like it, I'm going to get the rosy. If I like that, maybe the other one. Thoughts. And let's talk about the Chanel launch. Holly, I'm glad that you got the hand cream. Think of me every time you put it on. I'm just kidding. If anybody is in the know about what's in stock now, what's not in stock now, this is the timeline as I understood it. Chanel had a hard launch date of February 18th. And in some stores, like Felice's store, they would not even let the essays swatch the palettes. Now, that was not the case. My person is in California at Fashion Island. His name is James, and I'm happy to share his number with anybody. But I will tell you that they got like 4 of everything. I mean, just the stock was tiny. And I messaged my Chanel person that works in a Bloomies. I don't know if you guys have Bloomies, but it's like a small Bloomingdale's, and they have like a very select amount of products in more of a compact space. We'll talk more about luxury like that anyway. I messaged her to say, hey, are you getting the denim collection? You know, what's happening? Would love to get some stuff, send you some business, blah, blah. She's like, we're not getting it. It's exclusive to Chanel boutiques and Nordstrom. Nordstrom, I don't even know how many weeks ago this was because I have like no ability to understand time lately because it's just winter. But they released the palette by accident and sold out of it at Nordstrom when they did this. So the palette like went everywhere, and all of a sudden all these people are showing it and swatching it. And I'm not just talking about Katya that works at a Nordstrom. I'm talking about like regular people got their hands on the palettes. And on the hand cream and just the whole denim collection, I feel like it was such a great idea and a fun way to bring color back into the picture. And the packaging, let's face it, it was freaking awesome. Let's take a look at it. The packaging was, I'm going to go to a Meets page, you guys. A Meet Beauty Talk is like my go-to person for all launches. If you are not following her, you should be. She's fantastic. There's a whole bunch of things on her page that I want right now. We're going to look at all of them together. But let's see how far back we have to go for the denim collection from her. If not, we'll pull up my pictures. Wow. Right, I'm not going to go back that far. I'm going to pull up mine. Okay, clearly from her page, it's been quite a while that these things have surfaced. Now, if those of you who are playing at home want to know what's going on in the beauty world and you want to know what's going to happen like 6 months from now, there's an app called Red Note. There's an app called Red Note. And you'll see it's like the letters are in Chinese. This one, Red Note. This website publishes everything early. You want to see what's coming? Go right on here. Now, I have not put like my phone number on here or anything like that. I just kind of like go on here. And when you go on like a picture, If you push down on it, you can actually save it to your phone. Sometimes they block it, sometimes they don't. The videos don't work as well as the pictures, but like you can definitely see what's coming. And things that haven't launched yet, and you can save them to your phone. It gives you an idea of what's coming, and it's where a lot of people find pictures. Now, would I share these pictures on Instagram? Not a chance. These are the ones that get people thrown off of their accounts. When you see the people who post all the new releases and their accounts get taken down, it's because they're showing you stuff that probably was leaked from the factory that it came out of, and it's not going to be out for 6 months. And I know that that happened like with the Chanel palette from the holidays, the purpley blues and stuff. We were looking at those for like 8 months. I mean, the pictures were leaked. And I think my theory on it is that people who are working in these factories are making so little money that they are actually taking pictures at work and selling them to people who do this online. But I don't know. Who knows how the leaks happen? Who knows if the brands do it? I know that Natasha Denona has been accused of that. I know Pat McGrath's been accused of that. None of us really knows. I gotta get my shoes off. It looks like I'm weird right now. It is big business to know what's coming out. So the Chanel thing was disappointing because I think people were really excited. And when, it takes kind of a lot to get a lot of people excited with the idea of denim and the packaging and the colors, and it was Chanel and everything. And then to put it out and have this like wall come down of like, oh, I'm sorry, you missed we weren't really supposed to let this stuff out, let it out. And then by the time you're supposed to know, it's gone. And then I don't even know. What are your thoughts, guys? I know we were all talking about it in the chat. It was not fun. I'm going between sangria and coffee. It's a great combination, and I highly recommend it for a Wednesday. What do you guys think? Did Chanel do this on purpose? Is it going to come out in other stores and we just don't know? Because I think it's not. I mean, we've been told, my Bloomies person said, I'm not getting it. It is exclusive to the boutiques and Nordstrom. Now, Nordstrom, from what I heard, had a problem. They weren't supposed to put it out, and Chanel was not happy. But once it was out, it was out. And for the boutiques to then turn and say, oh, I'm sorry, we're going to have to wait until February 18th, like hard date of launch, it just seems goofy. What do you guys think? Was anybody disappointed? Why so exclusive? Don't get it. It's like, if this is going to be the accessible part of the brand, and let me just explain something to everybody financially. I'm not saying this is with every single luxury brand, but many luxury brands, including like if you guys watched, let's just take Victoria Beckham. She had her clothing line. When you are doing couture work, the money is insane. The tailoring, the materials, the space, the planning, the show, the models, the fittings, the everything. It becomes like, it's like throwing a wedding, but on steroids. And she was having so many financial issues, which you can see in her documentary that's on Netflix. Guess what started filling her buckets before she had an investor? Beauty. Beauty feeds couture. So basically, they're taking the peasants, us, regular people who just like the designer stuff. We buy the makeup because I'm sorry, but I can't afford to buy like a Chanel suit and a Chanel bag and a Chanel jacket and a Chanel shoes and the Chanel belt. But I can get a lipstick, I can get an eyeshadow, I can get a blush, a highlighter, and I'm getting like that little piece of luxury that I'm craving. And then they're just like, no, sorry. We didn't make enough for you. You weren't on top of it. It just seems really disingenuous to me and really not smart for things that are happening right now in beauty. And that's why tonight I wanted to talk about the value of beauty. And I'm not just talking about the value cost, I'm talking about our values also, what we find important, what the brands find important, the ideology of the brands, what they're doing socially, because makeup is a social thing like everything else right now. And it always has been. We've always been, mother to daughter, grandmother to granddaughter. We've brought each other up through beauty. But I really, truly think that our values are becoming increasingly important in this picture. And we're going to talk about why that is. So, what does it mean to have value? We're talking about the price of things and the way that things perform. Like I said, these palettes with the 12 shadows that a lot of the artists are using are around $30 for 12 eyeshadows. So you've got 3 quads here. Each quad, if it was Chanel, would be $85 or $90 times 3. I am happy to pay for packaging because I am a packaging freak. Talk to me about Victoria Beckham all day long. I will tell you that I love her packaging. I think it is one of the prettiest in all of beauty. This just whole tortoise shell gold, really clean, minimalist lettering. This is what I pay for. I love it. When I go to put that on, I'm excited. What is the experience that you're having with a product? When you pay a lot for a product, does that necessarily mean that it's going to have the results that you want? Up for discussion. The only thing on the site is the highlighter. The quads must be long gone. Rude. It is rude. Because we are emotionally connected to this stuff. And it's like you want to be part of it and you want to love it, right? And they're not letting us in. So should we get emotional? Do we have to be more practical? The identity, taste, and like personal feelings about brands. When you go to put your makeup on in the morning, what are you excited about? What sets the tone? For me, it's like I look in the mirror, it's what's going on under my eyes, number one. Like how much am I going to have to do to get fluid out? Because generally I have to do a lot. And if you've just had a procedure, I just did microneedling, which is why I still have this bruise. Hopefully you're at least doing some kind of gua sha and getting your fluid up and out in the morning. Let's face it, your skin sometimes is really dehydrated. It might be really dry out or really cold or really hot and you're sweaty. You're choosing your makeup, right? I like the packaging, nice packaging. That's about it. None of the makeup on its face is worth the money. But Holly, isn't it like the experience of it? Like when you go to take out your hand lotion now and you have that little cute little denim bag, aren't you going to get like a little lift from that? I mean, isn't it going to feel like kind of fun? I know that if I took, I don't even know like what's sitting here that's junk. I don't even have anything sitting here that's like drugstore, but if I took a drugstore lipstick and I put it on and you told me that it looked nice on me, would that feel different than how I felt putting on, you know, my Chanel? Like, is it more fun to take this out for me, for the personal experience? It's the packaging, not the lotion itself that I wanted. Crazy but true. It's like you would put any lotion in it, right? You could put like Vaseline lotion in there and be happy because you're just unzipping that little cutie, right? It's the experience. It's also the formulas, but let's put a pin in that too, because big conglomerates own these brands. And we're going to talk about it, but all that research and development is tied together. And all they have to do is alter it slightly, tweak it, change a little bit of the ingredients, and it goes right into one of their other brands in one of their formulas. It could be at the drugstore, and it could be at the luxury, it could be at the prestige level, it could be anything. Lotion's lotion. Holly, no mid. It's the experience and thrill of getting it in your hands. Even if you I don't know, but I get it. It's like it is the experience, it is the thrill, it's the excitement, it's the fun. And I really think when I think about it myself, it's mostly lipstick. Because when you leave the house, you've got your makeup done. You might bring some powder with, or some mist or something. If you're me, you need hydration during the day. I might bring my concealer with me, but it's the lipstick, because I'm not a person who's like, I put my lipstick on in the morning and I take it off at night. I just don't even understand that. I can't even go there. But when you go to like reapply your lipstick, what's the fun? It's the experience and the rush from the buy and getting it in your hands. Packaging is a thrill. Packaging. Rebecca, our good friend from Not for Print Beauty, always says, you're paying for the packaging. You might as well enjoy it. I think that that's really true. I mean, guys, you cannot tell me that the YSL clutch looking eyeshadow palettes were not brilliant in their rebrand. There was nobody buying YSL for a very long time. And granted, I will tell you that this is a formula that either you love it or you hate it. Some people are like, it falls out on me. Some people are like, it's the cat's meow. I'm of the it's the cat's meow group. I think these shadows are buttery and delicious, but I also think that the packaging is stellar. It's beautiful. I take this out and I'm like, I love this. Like, this is my kind of palette. And these rosy kind of tones right now are so great. I'm just very into that whole vibe right now. But I don't know if I would be as into it if it was in a plastic case. Except that this got gravitas because makeup artists are using it. So when Saks bought Neiman Marcus and Bergdorf Goodman, we're just going to back up. My mom always told me to pick the pretty things and use them, that life is short. So true. Your mom was very wise, Holly. It's such good advice. It's like, what are we saving it for? You know, it's like, it's just going to sit there and go bad. I can't even think about how many times I've bought a backup of something and I never even get through the first one. And then there are other times that I tear through a lipstick and I need like the second one. It just depends. But I know what I reach for. I reach for the things that feel good. I've learned that not buying on impulse and waiting a day, a lot of the time reality sets in and I see that I do not need the 99th highlighter and it'll be forgotten. Okay, let's just take the elephant in the room and talk about the highlighter from Chanel. It looks gorgeous in the packaging. It's got the embossing with the little stitching, and it's that blue and it's shifty. And then you start thinking, am I going to really walk around with blue highlighter on right now that shifts pink or silver? And if that's your vibe, fantastic. Go for it. Love it. Do whatever you want with makeup, but like get past like that initial wow and think about, when am I going to use this? I always buy the compact, not just the refill of the VVB eyeshadow. I do the same thing. She got me with the packaging. Same. I don't want those sitting there in the plastic. They're all in their little containers that barely close. Her eyeshadow palettes barely close. Just want to say that. Thank you. She was a true Southern lady raising a tomboy. Well, Holly, I think your mom was a little angel. She's our little makeup angel. We love the good advice from moms. Don't save anything for later, you guys. Use it, enjoy it, love it. Make a Wednesday fantastic by taking it out. So I want to just back up for a quick second and say we all grew up knowing what the fancy stores were, right? Aw, angel wings. We all grew up knowing that Bergdorf's was in movies and Neiman Marcus was a big deal, and Saks and all the department stores. They were just so exciting to go into, and you would go in and there was makeup and clothes and shoes. Oh my God, so many shoes and bags and everything that you wanted all in one place. And it was buzzing and there were people everywhere and it was just exciting. And I know that like with the makeup counter, you would walk up to it and get excited to see what was there. Maybe it was something that was in one of the magazines that you had seen, but you didn't know. It's not like you had researched it on the internet and seen it on 100 people and gone on TikTok and looked at the videos of the kids that got the makeup early. It was like an adventure. Let's see what they have. Let's go look at it. Let's go see it. And we would go and we would see these designer brands, Chanel, Dior, Guerlain. I mean, all of the brands that we grew up that were luxury. Luxury. You would get service at the counter. They were those little things that you could do, and they became part of our rituals. I mean, I can remember like the skincare from Clinique, like on my mom's counter. You know, I think it was like a shaky toner, and there was like a yellow cream. I don't even remember, but you realized that when you went to a department store, it was like a big deal. And if you didn't live near a big department store, when you did travel, you went to one, it was a big deal. And it kind of gave those brands like a gravitas, like a place to be. Three-step Clinique, yes. Was it called like different cream? Is that what it was called? A different cream? I just remember it was yellow. There was like a toner. It was probably alcohol. I have no idea. I don't know, but I remember my mom had it. So why do we shop where we shop? Trust, dramatically different. Yes, it was dramatically different. God, Holly, you have a good memory. Do we trust the brand? I know that if I go to an aftermarket, if I go to eBay or Amazon, I'm looking at that seller because if it's not the brand or sold by the store, I'm not buying it. They've got third-party sellers on Nordstrom now. They've got third-party sellers on Amazon. They've got third-party sellers on Ulta. It is happening. Like all of these companies are trying to find new ways to be profitable. Brick and mortar is struggling right now. Yep. The drop shippers are so irritating. There are people that do not buy products, okay? They advertise a product, and if they sell it, they buy it and they ship it to you like from Amazon. And it's just like, I could have ordered that from Amazon if I want to get that from Amazon. And it's just, it's infuriating, truly. I shop where I shop right now because I want to be able to return something. I have no problem going straight to a brand when I know the formula and I know what I'm getting. If, let's just say, if YSL comes out with an eyeshadow palette, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be fantastic. Like, I'm not worried about the quality of it. I'm worried about the color. But what if when I get it, it's not everything that I thought it was going to be? I want to be able to return it. And in the United States, it is one of the things that makes it a benefit to shop at certain stores. You have the ability to return it. I don't think there's ever been a time that I have been in Ulta where the person's like, you can always return it if you don't like it. Like, I think that's like their mantra. Okay, well, great. Now, if you buy things online and you want to return them and it was not from Ulta, if it was from a third party, you may be given a label and have to go ship that yourself to get it back. So they're making us jump through more hoops now, and return policies and awareness is really important. Dramatically different. Yes, Judy, absolutely. I like to swatch. I like to see things in person. I want to go somewhere that's easy. I can park. It's not a problem. And I want to, like, during certain times of the year, like, feeling like I'm part of the beauty world is fun. But sometimes I feel like they've turned it into a competitive sport, and I just didn't sign up for that. I was a few minutes behind. Holly beat you. It's okay. Same idea. Everybody here is right where they need to be. I think that for so many of us, this is a passion. And when a fiasco happens, like what happened with Chanel this week, it really just gives you pause for a minute. Like, what is going on here? Are we really like racing again to go and get a palette or a collection because it has a cute little denim pouch? I mean, I really started thinking about this last night because everybody was so upset and people weren't getting what they wanted. And I just like put my stuff out and I'm like, whoever wants it can have it. Fine. I don't care. I just want people to be happy and be excited and not be disappointed, you know? You just remembered it because you used to love it under makeup. You have dry skin and it was the only lotion that worked with your foundation. The dramatically different. I love that. See, it's things like that that you know, that you remember. Also, fragrance, you guys. Fragrance is a huge memory thing. It evokes so much inside of us. And granted, I am never going to be your fragrance guru because I've been wearing the same perfume for a really long time. But I understand the feeling of smelling something and it bringing you to a certain place. That part of beauty is exciting and fun. And when you get excited, I mean, we were all excited about the denim collection. Whether you were going to pick up one piece or none, people appreciated how adorable the damn collection was, right? But then, you know, like they dropped the ball. So I'm going to take skincare and put it over here and makeup and put it over here. I will tell you that I will take whatever budget I have. I know I'm going to get my hair done. I'm going to get my nails done. And I'm going to get my skincare in. That's number one. And whatever's left is makeup. Because if my skin looks awful, there's no amount of makeup that's going to cover that up. So did Chanel ever address the early launch? Supposedly, I was told that they were extremely upset with Nordstrom. I'm not even sure what that means, or if they didn't mean to. Who knows? Like, at this point, even if we assume that it was a mistake, okay, it's released. So release it. Or let us know what's going on. Communicate with us. Tell us what's happening. If you're going to release a collection and it is going to be a micro collection with one store and boutiques only, say that. Super exclusive, boutique only. Like, what's the point? So the point is it used to be that these luxury brands, I think, had gravitas because they were in these amazing department stores. Neiman Marcus was going broke. Bergdorf's was hooked into that. Saks was struggling. The bills were not getting paid. All of a sudden, this real estate mogul comes in and he takes Saks and picks up Neiman's and Bergdorf's, and we're all like, wow, they're all together. They're definitely going to be better now. Yay, brick and mortar, department stores forever. Let's do it. And this man put zero effort into growing the actual stores. He is a real estate mogul, and he was seeing the flagship stores owned property. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie about McDonald's with Michael Keaton. I can't remember the name of the movie right now, but it was so good. And it talks about how when McDonald's were coming in, the stores, the real estate was really like what was the value. And it's the same thing with these. They took all the stores and now they're selling off the real estate. Every product better be damn good if they are going to play these games. The collection looks eh. You know, it's funny. I thought the same thing. And Rebecca actually went into Chanel today. Rebecca barely wears makeup during the like normal life. Like she likes a lipstick, you know, she loves her red lip and, you know, her puts mascara on. She's just good with that. She's not really an eyeshadow person. She's like, Michelle, I bought like so much stuff. I got the hand cream and I just the blah blah. Like, I never do this. Like, you did? Okay, great. I'm glad. You know, she buys from this person all the time and she got some stuff and she said it was actually really beautiful in person. Okay. I saw pictures of the Dior today and I did put them in our group chat. I think that these quints look pretty darn good. And I am very tough on Dior, but they've got a blue color story that's freaking phenomenal looking. I don't know. I want things to be smooth. I want my skin to look great. I want transparency in how much of an ingredient is in there. What percent is actually going to help me? Are you explaining the skincare to me? Are you being honest with me and upfront? Are these really products that I need, or are they just add-ons? Holt Renfrew in Canada still has the Denim Dream Quad. Not sure about the hand cream, but I guess there would be duties involved to get to the States. Well, good information, Jacqueline. If anybody wants it, Holt Renfrew. Pay the tariffs, get your little cutie. I did try to look at like some of the UK stores and stuff, and it looked like they were already sold out. But I don't know. I've got really not great feelings from this release. And I know a lot of people feel really turned off right now. And I'm just wondering, like, is it enough to move the needle? I don't know. And I don't know, where the needle is at this point. I just know that skincare and makeup are two totally different things for me. So, because of social media, we get to see into brands a lot. We get to see where maybe they're putting some of their money, what models they're hiring, what are they using for advertising, what's their messaging, are they doing any kind of charitable contributions, are they backing certain candidates in elections, what is the main conglomerate of this company, what are they backing? Where is their money going? Are they in a super PAC? It's like all of a sudden everything that's not political is political. And it comes down to values, and it comes down to what we believe in. Also, the Chanel website in Canada. Okay. It's definitely hard to find, right? Harder. I want to know exactly where brands stand. And in particular, I am just going to call this out without calling it out, but there's an influencer person who has said some truly horrifying things about certain groups of people, and a giant retailer continues to carry this brand. And personally, it has turned me off to that supplier to the point where I will work my way around having to buy something there, even if I go try it on. It's kind of bad taste when you make it so limited, like who's quick enough to get it. Right, like is this like some kind of a competitive sport now? Makeup Olympics? I mean, the Olympic edition. I don't want to have to do this. I remember like in 2017 where they would do the fake sellouts. Let's look at Lisa Eldridge. Great example. The Betty, the beautiful palette that she put out. It sold out like gangbusters. I don't think she had any concept of how many people were going to actually want to buy that palette. Could she just put it out again in like 6 weeks or a week or 10 days or whatever it is that they're doing? No. She had to go back, source the ingredients again, and start the process all over. And guess what? A year later, as promised, she relaunched the palette. Yeah, I agree, Molly. We shouldn't have to wake up during the night to check and see if the makeup's available. It's like the worst feeling, isn't it? And now, even Sephora with the app first. Sometimes I'm like, do I want the app first or is it going to be in the store tomorrow? And sometimes it'll say app exclusive or online exclusive or online only. That's the wording that they use when it's not going to be in store for like a week. You can find out from your stores if they have it in back to put out. And they know a lot of the time because they get the display first. So, like with the Mary Phillips Foundation that just came out, I knew that it was going to be in store because they had the actual like bay that it had to go into, that they had to actually install to put the foundations in. So they knew it was going to be in store. They knew it was going to be there. By the way, I did check out the Mary Phillips MPH formula. It's very thin, very serum-like, very much in tune with a lot of these like longer wear serum foundations that we're seeing lately. Definitely like a medium coverage. And I did not find that it was the amount of hydration that I require now, but I am the driest of the dry. And so my feeling is that most people will be really happy with it. It will feel thin on the skin. It will not feel heavy. It's got a very skin-like finish. It's got a nice little glow. It's not super matte. It does give you a little bit of coverage. It didn't go as far as like to say that it was buildable because it was like one of those, you know, you dry it on your hand and you keep putting it on. You like, it's not a great way to look at it. But I think a lot of people will like it. Do I think that it's a totally unique formula that's not out there? No, not especially. There's a lot of serum foundations right now. And if you're looking for a long wear serum foundation, you've got a lot of choices. Click and refresh, click and refresh, sold out, going back to bed. It's a horrible feeling. It just is. Like, is this where we are? Is this what we want? I want to feel seen by a brand, and I don't feel that we were seen on this one. I like to know that it's not going to be, they're not going to be out there doing things that are completely against my own beliefs. No, no. I don't want my makeup to be in politics, but if they're going to open up their mouths and do something like that, then, you know, no thanks. I think that for the first time in all of this, I mean, there've always been hints about the way a brand feels about certain things or where they're putting their money politically or who they're backing and what the parent company is doing, blah, blah, blah. But I think people are really looking now, especially at these like makeup artist owned brands, and they want their values to align with those of the brand. And when they are in direct, totally two different directions, they're really not going to back the brand anymore. I think that these luxury brands have had the benefit of being in these brick and mortar stores, and it was a symbolic thing. And if we put blindfolds on everybody, there are definitely formulas that you would favor. You know, when you think about like a Natasha Denona creamy matte, it's like very specific, you know? But then there's like certain things where you're like, I don't know, it was sparkly, it was fine, it was cute, it was this, it was that. It's not like this undeniably phenomenal thing that you're looking at. And these billion-dollar brand acquisitions are like left and right. I mean, how many lip balms are there right now? A lot. And look at what Hailey Bieber did. She sold her company to Elf for $1 billion. Like, you can't even make that up. It sounds like I feel like I'm on Austin Powers. $1 billion. And she did it because the business had room to grow. She was this direct to consumer. They could take that brand and they could infuse it into all of these new places and make a ton of money. There was so much potential. She built a world. People bought into it. This is what these kids want. They want an experience. They want to be part of it. You know what I want? I want some damn good makeup that makes me look great and makes me feel excited when I, pick it up and put it in my hand. I don't need them to build me a world. Companies are spending insane money. Like I saw today, YSL in China just did this whole thing where you can walk in and experience every color of their new lipstick. So like the whole room is like that color. Is this where we're at? Is this where you're really putting the money? It leaves me sick. Hailey did a great job. She is a beauty. It didn't hurt that she came from a famous family, though. And it didn't hurt her that her husband's famous, too. But I will say she had the cool factor. If you think about it, when we were growing up, let's say Cindy Crawford or, Claudia Schiffer, pick your favorite, came out with a brand and communicated with you and had an aesthetic that you could like really buy into. That's what she did. She took a modeling career and turned it into a world. You love Nikki Taylor. Oh, she had the beautiful little mark on her face. The supermodels were the best. I mean, when I think about the 90s and the supermodels, I get like, it's nostalgic, It feels so good. Nikki, there's so few brands holding up all of these brands now. L'Oreal, LVMH, Estee Lauder, Puig, Coty. There are so few brands that own the market. Christy Turlington. Oh my God, she's like perfect, isn't she? You guys, how much are you loving Paulina Porskova right now with her like view on aging and showing all of her body parts and talking about getting older, and she's relatable. Cindy Crawford is meaningful beauty, cringe QVC. Yeah, I mean, there are definitely some beauty things that have missed the mark, right? I look at the difference between like Sarah Creel, who, she developed makeup for all these people and then she started her own over 40 line. And on the other side of the coin, I can't even think of her name right now. The one at Ulta. This is my menopause. Oh, God, help me, you guys. The really, what is it called? There's a really cheesy brand at Ulta that's like for over 40, and she's got a thing called Spackle. The heck's her name? It's escaping me. I will remember it. It'll come to me. Cool brand, cringy brand. Over 40, over 40. Like, which one are you going to buy into? You're going to buy into the cool one or into like this is the box you're in now because you're older. I don't want to be in a box. If I want to wear rainbows on my face, I'm going to wear rainbows on my face. I'm in charge. I get to decide. but there are celebrity cash grabs and there are things that are actually really good. And I think that makeup is coming to a good place right now with the makeup artists starting the majority of these brands now. They're kind of leading, and I'll bet you anything that Nina Park is going to have one. Oh, Shalom Harlow was so pretty. So pretty. Beautiful. So beauty's paying for all this nonsense that we're dealing with. And the prestige, legacy, and indie brands they're all different. You've got luxury, prestige. Prestige is sort of like that Sephora brand that like it's not like in the middle, but it is, but it also is not drugstore. It's just not crazy expensive. It's more like a Makeup by Mario, like a Sephora brand, that the meat of Sephora. And a lot of makeup artists have started brands. Pat McGrath, Charlotte Tilbury, Mary Phillips, Danessa Myricks, Mario. I mean, there's so many brands that have started from a makeup artist now. And we're getting their perspective and their take on beauty. And a lot of times we're also looking at what they're saying and what they're doing. All of a sudden, K beauty is coming hard. You know who I thought was gorgeous? Oh my God, Anna Nicole Smith. She was beautiful. I wonder how old her daughter is now. He kind of like went behind the scenes to raise her, didn't he? That was sad. Very sad. What do you guys think about the idea that skincare can be affordable and fantastic at the same time? Do you have the same feelings about skincare that you do about the makeup? Does the skincare have to be from a luxury brand in order to enjoy the skincare? Or are you looking for the skincare to deliver your skin to the makeup to make it look good? Like, where is everybody on makeup versus skincare, luxury, affordable? Skincare got really complicated. We had all these steps all of a sudden, and we were all doing crazy stuff and doing excessive peels and exfoliations, and our skin was red and angry and dried out and not behaving, and the texture was there. It was like a forever circle that like you kept going on. And now there's so much focus on the barrier and kind of keeping everything in line. And I feel like we're at the perfect ages right now to just let things settle. She's 19. Oh God, that makes me feel really old, doesn't it? Ugh. Time flies. You make a lot of your skincare. Use more money for eyeshadow. What do you make, Jacqueline? How do you guys save money? How do you spend? What are you spending on? What are your high ticket items? What are your lower ticket items? I believe in K Beauty, spent so much on skincare, and when it comes down to noticing anything, I get the same benefits, if not more, from good ingredients. K Beauty also simple oils. Molly's been a huge believer in simplifying her routine and using really like less product, but like the quality was better and it was made well. Small batch, I think, was like a big thing for a long time too. And you found a lot of those indie ones. Cool. We need recipes. We do. I'd like to whip up some skincare. I use various oils for makeup removal and then make skin creams. It's taken a while to get the recipes right. I think you've got a budding business. Some of my favorite skincare is from an indie brand. It's sitting here. Phytosurgeons. This is a Canadian brand. This is the same as the blush that I showed you. Not sponsored or anything. This is the regenerative face oil. If you ever want to like rejuvenate your skin, first of all, it smells like a spa. It's like amazing. It's this beautiful blue color. It's got blue tansy in it, but it is so hydrating. And when my skin, like after I've done exfoliation or some, dermaplaning or whatever, this stuff is so calming. The anti-inflammatory properties of the ingredients are so, so good. What are your favorite oils, Jacqueline? I want to know too. Yes, Molly. Super into castor oil and frankincense, blue tansy dipping into tallow. Will you put the names of the people that you're buying from, Molly? Because those are great small businesses that could use a little boost. I like extra virgin olive oil, shea butter, castor oil, jojoba, and tallow. You and Molly should go into business together. You guys, I gotta run to the restroom again. I'm sorry. I'll be back in like 1 minute. Talk. Be right back. Tell us about making skincare. I want to know how to make my own. Please. Talk amongst yourselves. Remember Coffee Talk with Linda Richmond. Yes, I'm verklempt. Hi, Lisa. Hello, you're verklempt. I'm verklempt. Yes. I thought Second City was way funnier than SNL. I am going to miss my Moira forever. I'm rewatching Schitt's Creek now. For sure. Watched it almost every night. Precious Catherine. Oh my God, the best. The best. Be with her again at Christmas. Every Christmas, right? I buy oils from the Wooden Gypsy site. She makes her own small batches. She uses castor oil and frankincense resin, not just oil. Her eye balm is fab. Molly's sharing her beauty secrets, guys. Hello, Lisa. I need some lippy. Okay, so my favorite Korean brand right now for lips. Hang on. Is this Ram and D, because they're not fruity or childlike, because some of them can be. Let me show you. I can't. I don't know. Ooh, shit. Here. I mean, the product is pretty. This one doesn't smell horrible. And I mean, beautiful color. But like, am I going to whip this out, or am I in 7th grade? Like, I don't know. It's just not my aesthetic. But for skincare, I don't care. A lot of these Korean brands also, they stain behind the color. So when you are eating with your makeup on like me, you get the benefit. So there's different formats. There's, you know, like the lip balmy kind of lipstick. And these are really sheer. I think they're even called sheers. This is called Bunny Hop. This just gives you like that kind of bitten lip look. And these feel fantastic, like very cushiony and hydrating. And then there are ones that are more moussey. This one's called Odd Grape. I'll try the Odd Grape for you. And I want to say these are around $20. And they have matte, they have shiny, they have kind of in between. There's glosses, there are tinted waters. More of like a balm type, like a lip gloss. This is Peri Para. You can see my color choices are all very similar because I own 19 shades of the same exact thing. Lots of different formulas, lots of different formats. There are some that are markers like this, where you can actually draw on your lip. And what I found is that these are very, very dry. But underneath, if I'm going to do a lip like this and I want to like kind of juice up the middle, this is nice. You just do it once, and then for the rest of the day, I'm just kind of like doing some lining. Let's find a liner here. This is the Summer Fridays. Definitely Korean inspired. We'll see how long these last. I mean, I'm not endorsing them yet. I got like a dog hair on, sorry. But there are so many interesting products, and you can see some of these do leave behind quite the stain. And you really have to work to get them off. But a lot of them are scented, and there are sparkly. And I mean, very drugstore looking, right? So if I'm walking around, do I want that? I don't know. I get my oils from a local health food store. Well, that's a great tip, because we want to make sure we're getting like decent ingredients from people. Thanks, Molly. Going to check it out. I buy from a local brand called Creek Baby. She has wonderful cocoa olive face cream, and then you put her Aerowalk powder over it. Skin is so smooth looking. Hey guys, if you don't mind sending me photos of what you're using, I'll put them up for everybody to take a look at next time. You can put like their info on there and throw a little business their way. I love small businesses. It's like my thing. Molly, does the frankincense resin take the place of beeswax? FYI, the new Edam shades dropped today. Oh, the pinks, the warm and the cool pink. I wonder what the scents are. I'm not sure, Jacqueline. There's something about getting the resin from the frankincense, she says, is deeper penetrating. Pretty sure she uses beeswax in her tallow, though. Tallow's a big thing now. We also have these like really interesting blushes that come from K-Beauty, and I have found them to be extremely long wearing. This is way too much. Like you need like literally a dab and you get color. But I usually like to kind of go in like with the finger and these are great for stains on your lips too. This is the brand Her, H-U-R, and they've got a lot of blush tones. This is one of the brands that I found that actually had a decent color range for different skin tones, because it's made in Korea. They're making things for people from Korea. Thanks, Molly. I'll look into it. So finding some things that'll show up on deeper skin tones can be, you know, it might take a minute, but they are definitely expanding their ranges. What I have seen, the makeup brands are trying to go global. And in order to go global, you have to meet the market where it is, or you're going to alienate people and miss the mark, so to speak. So there are good changes happening. The other thing that they're really getting into now is a lot of these supplements. And I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV, and I don't encourage anyone to take medication of any kind. Supplements are going to be a huge thing that you will want to talk to your doctor about if you decide to take them. But this is a big thing in K-Beauty right now, beauty from the inside out. So you're aware. It's fun to explore new things and new brands and new products and try to look at things with new eyes. I'm trying really hard to get past my packaging snobbery and go with things that work, because when you walk out the door, nobody knows what you have on your face. But the feeling that you get when you put it on and when you put yourself together makes a difference. It just does. So if you feel good, you look good. And if you look good, you feel good. And it kind of feeds off of the other. I'm curious about SPFs. I want to know why people say that the ones in the French pharmacy are better. I wish I was a chemist. So, from what I understand, in the United States, the FDA has not changed what can be used as a sunscreen to meet the market with the new innovations that have happened formula wise. So if something is a sunscreen, let's say in Australia, the filters that they're using to filter the sunlight, because a physical SPF reflects the sun, which is why you have like the titanium dioxide, all of the ones that are mineral, it actually reflects the sun off. So that's why you get that shine, why you get that flashback. And then there are UV filters that actually absorb the sun into the filter so it doesn't go into your skin. And those are the chemical sunscreens. And that's where you get some of the really elegant formulas, because you don't have that zinc oxide, that like, the stuff that is actually covering your skin to reflect the sun. I like to look at all of my pretty Luxe packaging. I don't care if anyone else sees it. It's just for me. 100%. I'm with you, Felice. I get it. Totally. You get a lift when you take it out, and it's part of like the ritual of getting ready. It makes you feel really good. But I will tell you that for me right now, my absolute excitement over things like a mist that's a lotion, this to me, I don't care what kind of a packaging this is in, it's my skincare and I'm in love with it. Like love. Never thought that I was going to be able to get away from the clean beauty mentality that I had, that expensive was better. Is expensive better? I don't know. Same, Felice. My dad always says that he wears fragrance just for him. Oh, that's sweet. I feel like when we make choices about our makeup, we're making choices for ourselves, right? There's nobody, I don't know, maybe there's somebody, but I feel like a lot of the things that I do in the morning to get ready for my day kind of helps me determine like how my day is going to go. Me too, Felice. I also just like opening up eyeshadow palettes and luxuriating on all of the prettiness. And we should, right? We love it. We love our beauty stuff. We love sitting down to put our makeup on. It feels good. I love to sit with my collection and be thankful. Totally. I remember during COVID really digging into skincare, and I think a lot of people did, because like we weren't having to like put a whole lot of makeup on. I was teaching Zoom classes and it was insane. But at night, my skincare, my ritual became like my sanity. And there were a lot of tough times that I've had, you know, where I've been really stressed. And when you go to do your skincare and you take care of yourself and you're going through the steps and the ritual and you're loving the products, it is delightful. You think we're a bit nuts? Oh, well, let's be nuts together. It's fun. Everybody should have something that they are into. So, is there an aesthetic shift happening? Do we feel like these artist-driven brands are interesting and fun? I mean, I look at Danessa Myricks and I think there is nobody out there innovating like her on the scale that she's innovating. I know I am, but you're a fun nut. Yes, you are, and a lovable nut. You are a little nut. Softer, polished, lived-in makeup, techniques over logo, influence of makeup artists like Neiman Park. I feel like it's making a difference. I mean, I want to know how many people would pick up this eyeshadow palette if it wasn't being used on red carpets, you know? Would we ever look at this? I can honestly say I would take a big pass. But it makes me realize that formulas are formulas and packaging is packaging, and I like both. I like a good formula, but I love packaging and I love prestige beauty. You know, I love the luxury. I do. But I don't think that the next generation is going to be looking at this in the same way that we do. I think we kind of are like that last group. Does packaging define value? Emotional pleasure of beauty objects, ritual and sensory experiences. If the same formula was in a different packaging, would we feel differently? What do you guys think? Is packaging, does it change the product? Does it change the experience? I don't know. I will say, like, I hate, absolutely hate matte lipsticks. I don't like that dried out feeling. But when I look at somebody and they have it on, I'm like, ooh, that's really pretty. But I can't do it. It doesn't matter what brand it is. Matte lipstick is matte lipstick. Well, I like the It Balm, but hate the drugstore packaging. I know. I can't stop with the It Balm. Although I have to say I really am enjoying the Suku. This is a really very pretty, like in between foundation. It's not heavy, but it's not a tinted moisturizer. It's a little bit more polished. It's got a nice glow, but it has completely dried down and it didn't need to be powdered, which is really nice. I'm not powdering lately in the winter. I can't tell a huge difference between expensive versus cheap makeup. It's the packaging doubling down on that. You can double down. I like doubling down. Packaging is big for me. I wouldn't buy a refill without the compact, just not the same. I know. I know. Is makeup different than skincare? Or are we going through a phase? Is this going to be gone like, you know, clean beauty, whatever the heck that is now? You just got to back up of your VBB. I love my BBB. I do have like a box of backups of BBB handy for a lot of items. I'm not sure the next generation could afford luxury and not sure they care. My son's girlfriends and all their friends don't wear a lot of makeup. Us and the 12-year-olds spending mom's money can do it. Yeah, I mean, life is definitely different. I'm spending more because I am 71 and life is short. Well, right. And like Molly said, I mean, our kids are worried about being able to afford buying a house, like they're all really focused on that kind of stuff. My daughter wanted only luxury makeup in 2016 and now she wants a good deal. Depends on who's paying for it, right? It's different. Trying new makeup through a new values lens. How does it feel? How does it perform? How does it fit real life? And does it feel like you? And I think that we all are going to be able to say for ourselves what is going to be where we're going to spend and where we're going to save. But I definitely look at performance now. There's a part of me that gets really scared to buy Dior powder products because they just are not consistently performing since they took out the talc. Stuff like that bothers me. I've only ever wanted luxury makeup. I've been buying it since I was a teen. And that's great. I mean, it's beautiful. And nobody does a full face like you, Felice. She does a full face of the brand. And I love that. And she's got a little makeup app that picks the brand for her if you're just tuning in. When there are new releases like what we just had, I'm going to go back to Hermes because they just came out with that foundation. I haven't been able to do this yet because I had my microneedling, but my sister-in-law sent me an orange package. So this is the Hermes Plain Air, the primer, and the foundation, and I will be trying this for you guys next time we meet. I don't think I would have bought this for myself. I know that I wouldn't have. I thought this was crazy expensive and nuts, but she was in Europe and she sent it to me, and I am not going to let it go to waste, that's for sure. But I decided, why am I even considering this when I'm not in the market for a new foundation? When something like an eyeshadow comes out and it's limited edition, and I'm not talking about like the last Chanel thing, let's just say the YSL. You buy it because it's going to be gone and the next thing is going to come out. But a foundation is going to be around whenever you want it. You don't have to jump on every complexion product when it gets reformulated and it comes out. It's like, use what you have. I bet you have 5 bottles of foundation open. It's crazy. Just because it comes out doesn't mean we need to go and run out and buy it. I'm 61 and agree with Judy. All the big things are paid for now, and I can just enjoy beautiful products. And well, that we should, because we deserve it. Oh my God, Felice, you have a system like Cher had to pick out her clothes and Clueless, iconic. That is so funny. I forgot about Clueless. It's a really good app. I made a wheel like Felice with the brands and I could do a full face of. It's fun. Thanks for the idea. It'd be everybody raise your hand if you think that Felice needs to do some videos of her full face because I would love it. Hearts. Oh, hey, Rebecca. You're popping in and out. Can we have your 2 cents on the Chanel collection? Because I said that you saw it today. We're also talking a great deal about packaging and luxury makeup and what makes us buy the luxury experience, the luxury packaging. If you're paying for it, you might as well enjoy it. That should be like your tagline. What do you think? I know you actually really liked it. I just finished editing my review, which will be out tomorrow morning. Extremely, extremely subtle. Tune in, guys. She's going to have her review up tomorrow. Yes, but if you are shy like me, I get it. I could never do YouTube. I would die. You guys, eventually this is going to have to become a Zoom. You all realize that, right? It's hard not seeing all of you. So now that we're getting older, like we said, are we more intentional with what we're spending on? Are we trusting our experience and that matters more? Beauty gives us confidence. Does it change? You'll zoom through. Oh, you could just put like a picture of a dog or something. You don't have to like show yourself. It's fine. I just want to hear from everybody. So what do we value now? Is it results? Is it experience? Is it meaning? Is it alignment? Is it joy? What are we looking for? What are we valuing? And do the companies share the values that we have ourselves? Do we care what they think? So I want to know what feels valuable to you. Be back in 10. Somebody's putting their hubby to bed, I think. So guys, what do we value? I got to tell you, I am still going to go and tell you that I love packaging. I do. It's the weight of things. It's just different than that. This is probably like almost the same product, but this is at Nordstrom and this is not. This could be at like the dollar store. I mean, it's bad. Doesn't matter. Do we care? Where do we go from here now? What is going to happen with luxury beauty? Like, I'm worried about the department store situation. We got Nordstrom. It's screwing things up with Chanel. That's not going to be like a real happy thing. We have Saks going through bankruptcy with pulling Neiman's and Bergdorf's with it. And it's been happening. It's been coming. It's not like this was a sudden thing. And we've got Bloomingdale's doing well while Macy's is suffering. I heard Dillard's is doing well. Hold on. Guys, I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I value joy and contentment. I like the sophistication of luxury beauty. Is there anything better than just like getting lost in all of it? I wish I had 4 faces to keep doing my makeup and skincare. 1 face isn't enough. I know. I know. I get it. It's good stuff. Should we look at what's coming and decide what we think? Because we still have like 20 minutes. What do you guys think? You want to take a look at a meets page? Talk through some new beauty? Thumbs up or down? You guys let me know. What do we think? Yep, let's do it. Let's look. Yes, let's. All right, this is Amit Beauty Talk. She is my favorite person to go to see what's coming. All right, we've got some new facial cleansing products from Christian Dior. Rinse Off Cleansing Oil, Micellar Water. Makeup remover. Interesting that they're getting into micellar water. I am such a Bioderma person. I just love it. And the pump is my favorite. Let's look. There's always something coming. All right, let's get past the skincare. Let's get to some makeup. Okay, so NARS is coming out with new multiple sticks in 5 shades. Laguna has always been a little bit too warm for me, so I'm wondering how this Ischia is going to look. These almost look like contours. That looks warmer. The new multiple formula was not my favorite. I loved the old one, but that color range looks good, doesn't it? Let's see what it looks like in real life, because you can tell that those are like not real swatches on real skin. We'll try to get some swatches of these when these come out. I like a good bronzer. Got some new eyeshadows. We're starting to see a lot of blue, you guys. I think it's going to be a blue summer. These are a cream formula from Farrah Hamidi. Sisley is coming out with some, I love this formula. This is their sheer formula. Sheer Bel Air Petal Pink Nude, Sheer Acajou, a deep woody red, and Sheer Scarlet, a transparent red. Let me grab one of these so I can show you the formula. Okay, this one is Crush. These are lovely. They're hydrating. They feel excellent. Very balmy. Very sheer. And these colors look so pretty. This seems to be like the color of the moment. This like kind of beigey nudie. New looks like a pencil to match. Oh, there's 2 new pencils. Carmen and Beige Rosé. These are really pretty. It's like they went for different shades of nude. And if you're a red person like Rebecca, this could be your new red. Looks really pretty. I love a good Sicily. All right, now this is an interesting new one from Hourglass. The blush formula that's the liquid like this. How do you guys feel about the liquid blushes? I go back and forth. I mean, I bought one obviously from K Beauty, but honestly, like half the time, I think it looks better when you just take a little bit of your lipstick and have it on your cheeks so that the color's in more than one place and it just sort of makes everything go well together. I always like to put a little bit of lip on my cheek so there's some continuity. You always forget that you have one. These are so good. I have Sheer Bel Air too. The crazy thing is I'll go and I'll buy one and I'll think it's new and I don't have it. And I buy like the same color. It's sickening. So these are new highlighters. They've got Fair Champagne, which I think looks like a gorgeous, very light color. We've got Pink Opal. Oof. Infinite Yellow Gold. Mythic Warm Bronze Gold. And Dream Copper Rose. Ooh, it's nice. Looking pretty. The Hourglass one. Yeah, today I put Sarah Creel lipstick on my cheeks. I love when things are kind of monochromatic or at least pick up on each other. Even if I have blush on, just to take like a teeny bit of the lip and put it here, just sort of, I don't know, like zhuzhes together the look. This is pretty. Okay. Oh, we got the new Dior. Oh, so I sent this in the chat today. There are some new quints coming, and I know that Hannah in the UK, she did swatches of all of these on her Instagram page, so you can see all of these live swatched. This palette, I think, could replace the idea of the Chanel with the blue. Heck yes, I don't really like the packaging of the Hourglass that much, but those highlighters look pretty. They sure do. And I bet you they're really like long lasting. The way that Hourglass captures that light, it's such a unique, you can't get it anywhere else kind of a formula. These look like the Canage from last year. I know that Tavia had these on her page and she was like, are these just the same things all over again? Or are these new and different? I think these are fun. I love a good quad or quint these days. I like a compact amount of choices. This is a lot, you know. When Natasha Denona comes out with a quad, you know that it's definitely a change in the wind. I do not trust Dior's eyeshadow formula. I know. I saw the swatches that Hannah did, and they actually look pretty nice. And I hate to say that because every time I buy a Dior palette, I get disappointed. I don't mind buildable. I just mind not having pigment. Good night, Felice. Sweet dreams. Okay, Violette is coming out with some new shades of her Lip Nectar Hydrating Lip Stain. I really like the Kulfi. I think that they do a fantastic lip that stains. You get color. It's hydrating. And I didn't feel the hydrating feeling from the Violette. So if I wore it, I would have to put balm underneath. Are you leaving too, or are you saying goodnight to Felice? Because if you are, sweet dreams. If you're not, I'm glad you're still here. So these look pretty. If you're a red person, you're going to be happy. We know Violette loves her French red. It looks like we get a cool and a warm. Okay, now these, I can't. I'm dead. I want these. They're all beautiful. I don't know which one to pick. I love Prada. These look incredible. I love the colors. I mean, the variety is amazing. We've got a natural pink, a deep purple, a nude brown, a warm deep brown, a red, a brown red, a vibrant orange, a transparent, and a sparkling gold with pink glitter, the banana. So there's swatches. Nice and sheer. You're here. Okay. You're back. We're looking at new makeup. I like the way these look. I'm very excited. I'm thinking about $259 right here, but I like this pink too. Oh, they're just so pretty. They really, the swatches are real too, which I like when they don't do fake swatches. We don't know what these are going to look like, but these are not from Prada, obviously. Have you not seen these yet, Holly? They're so pretty. Okay, so the yellow, the banana, like their signature thing, is a sparkling gold with pink glitter. Put that on your summer. Smush that all over your summer face. What do we think? It's going to be hard to choose. That's what I think. Where have you been? You've been in Chanel denim. This is supposed to be March, you guys. I believe March 1st. Let me double check. It just says March right now. Very pretty, so yummy. So these are in direct competition with the ones that Gucci Westman is coming out with. And I want to see if she has a picture of them. If she doesn't, I do. Here we go. I want to skip over to this. Okay, so Westman Atelier is releasing the new Hydro Balm Sheer Tinted Lipstick with peptides and hyaluronic acid in 12 shades. I hope they don't smell like the ones that are out in the lipstick because I can't get behind those. A sheer tinted lipstick with subtle, juicy sheen that has a clean swipe and go formula with buildable color and a cushion soft comfort of a balm. Okay. This is Sheer Cool Nude. Sheer Peach with Shimmer. Sheer Cool Peony. Oh, please. I need you. That's mine. That's mine right there. Love it. We've got Sheer Winter Rose. God, these are really pretty. Are they going to be like $50? That Westman shade is perfect. Sheer Cool Nude. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Sheer Cool Nude. It is a good one, isn't it? Oh, so summery. That's Nectar. Sheer Peach with Shimmer. Ballerine. Sheer Cool Peony. English Rose. Sheer Winter Rose. Bob. Wait, this one's just called Bob? Bob is Sheer Flushed Rosewood. These are very pretty, different kinds of colors. Like they're not just your standard, you know, the same colors for everywhere. Dang, Gucci popped off with this collection. She really did. Oh my gosh, she like went in. Okay, this is Pippi. No, that was not Pippi. This, hold on. I'm losing track now. This is the Rosewood. Then Juice is the Coral Flush. These are not in the right order. This says Pop is Deep Coral. This is not Deep Coral. This looks like Deep Plum Onyx, I'm guessing. This must be Sheer Black Cherry called Glog. $50 for Westman Atelier. Is that for sure? There's another deep color. I don't know if this is Burnt Sienna. I can't tell like what order these are in. Oh my God, they're so pretty. I like that she went and really gave a good color range for pretty much every skin tone, it looks like, even though it's a sheer formula. Like some of these seem much deeper. Love this whole color story. I mean, there's like 7 of them that I want like right now. On Sephora, available 3-1, $50, Molly. Seriously? Why does she have to make so many? You like the Prada more? I'm worried about how these are going to be scented. I really am. But if it's like her cream formula, it'll be fine. I think it's the clay that I don't love in her lipstick. I mean, there's some people that love it. I'm not telling anybody anything new. But these colors are really pretty. And she really went deep. You know, like she gave us like several at each depth of color. I feel like they're going to show up on a lot of people's lips, even though it's a sheer product. I can't wait to swatch these in person. The Westman lipsticks remind me of the old Bobbi Brown lipsticks. Love. They're really pretty. So I like how some of them have shimmer too. This will be interesting. Says they have a cooling sensation. Okay, so maybe that means she covered up the smell with mint. Usually that's why things smell perfumey. It's because they don't want you to smell the ingredients. Interesting. I wonder if they'll just feel like the Dior. A cooling sensation. My wallet is going to feel a cooling sensation. There's too many things coming out at once. Okay. I don't even, why bother putting that up? That does nothing. They look really pretty. Okay, this, I gotta tell you, reminds me so much of the Dolce & Gabbana one that's so fragile. I think this is going to be absolutely overly crazy expensive and so damn beautiful. This looks like it's going to give you that like barely there glow, and that's what I'm hoping for, and it won't shatter in your purse. Because I love my Dolce & Gabbana. Grab it. I'm always so scared with this. I ordered several of these that came shattered, but the glow, it's so pretty. It just catches the light like perfectly. The product's flying around. I mean, you can just get like that very subtle sheen, but this is so fragile. Like, I'm so scared. And this looks sturdy and baked. I love the orchid pattern. It's pretty, isn't it? It's a beautiful compact too. I think the color is just so spot on. It's like, it's the highlight that makes you look dewy without being wet. Of course, they have to show one that's shattered after I saw that. It says the ultralight, almost invisible powdered gel texture melts into the skin and gives a natural finish without a powdery feel. The intensity can be easily built up from a subtle glow to a more pronounced, sophisticated look. The universal colorless shade suits all skin tones and highlights the unique beauty of the skin, and the result is a personalized glow that lasts all day. Release date to be determined. Okay. I really think that looks pretty. What about these Guerlains? What do we think about this packaging? The Terracotta Golden Dunes. The new exclusive collection reinterprets the original myth of terracotta powder launched by Guerlain in 1984, capturing the multitude of shades of the Moroccan desert dunes bathed in sunlight. Okay, but are they going to make one that's cool enough for me? Oh, hello, Maria. That packaging is fun. Very like Aztec-y almost. Like just very, I get it. Earthy. They're saying Moroccan desert. Nah, pass on Guerlain. Okay. Love the packaging of the Guerlain. Better than their packaging last year. Just the plain. I think it's nice that they tried to do something. It's fun. Maria, we were just salivating over the new Prada. I can't. Can we look at them one more time? I got to. there just are not enough lips on our faces. Who said they wanted 4 faces? Was that Lisa? I need 4 faces for these. The new Prada is at Harrods now? These? Packaging and boring. Yeah, I don't care. It's just, these look good. I can't believe these are already, I gotta say. How much are they? Do we know? Yes, those. Ooh. Stop. Oh my God. 40 euros. Does anybody know what that is in dollars? Field trip to Harrods. Let's do it. We're going. Here we go. I'm opening it. Let's see what they're doing. Okay. Maria with the news of the day. Forget about the Chanel that you didn't buy and think about the Prada that they'll let you buy. It is a really good thing that I have a plastic thing over my keyboard because I have foundation literally all over this. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, they're already sold out of a bunch of them. Okay, this is Universal, whatever that means. I guess their version of clear. Brown 02. Oh my God, hello. Chocobot. 53. Oh my God, Maria. Maria, did you order some of these? Okay, that is spectacularly beautiful. Okay, now this is brown. That was brown 02. This is brown 01. Brown script. Oh, it's so shiny and pretty. You haven't ordered any yet? Virtual pink. Blush wear. This is pink 02. Okay, this is the banana yellow with the pink sparkles. That's going to translate different, I think, in person. Prada is your favorite designer. They just are so cool and chic. They are. They really do manage to like incorporate that triangle into a lot. You wouldn't think, but they do. I want to see. So they're not even showing the colors that they don't have. I wonder, are these on the Prada website yet? I want to see all the other colors, even the ones that sold out. Are they the only people that are selling it right now? Do they have like an exclusive? I'm going to go ahead and say Chanel Denim who? Harrods. Are they on the Sephora site yet? It looks like they might. I don't see it. Prada website doesn't have them yet. I used to have the coolest Prada glasses, but I wouldn't wear them now. The logo is so big. These colors are pretty, aren't they, you guys? Yeah, I didn't see it at Selfridges either. Selfridges had Chanel, but it's sold out now. But I did manage to purchase some. What did you get, Maria? Ugh. These are going to sell fast. That's what this tells me. You got the quads, the eyeliner, and the mascara. You're fun. One of those eyeliners looked so pretty. And I'm like full of eyeliner. I just don't need any eyeliners at all. But need and want are not the same. I have to take this down before I can put this other one back up. Okay. Is anybody picking up the Natasha Denona? Are these supposed to be in store or are they just, I know they were app only today, but has anybody seen them in the wild yet? The Chanel denim quads look better on the eyes than in the pan to you. Okay. New Zealand isn't getting the Chanel until March, so your essay is out of luck. I bought the hand cream and the highlighter. I caved. I hope the highlighter doesn't look crazy on my fair skin. It will be a gorgeous eyeshadow from what I hear, so don't worry. You'll have it forever. You ordered a couple of the ND. You got the cool and the nude. That's what I'm thinking. Although I'm looking at Rosie and I'm not sure. I don't know. Those pans are supposed to be as big as like the original pans. I can't even get through a pan on the minis. It's like, who am I kidding? They are really nice though, and so compact. I think the cool is going to sell out first. I think it seems to be the hot seller. I like the highlighter too. If anything, I would get those two, highlighter and hand cream. I think the hand cream is something also that you're going to have for a really long time. You know, like that case. A lot of people get overwhelmed with big palettes. I think ND is a great idea. I do too. Molly, I was wondering the same thing. Are they repeat shades or not? I don't know. I wanted to know the exact same thing, and I was looking at the names, and none of them sounded familiar to me at all. This is where she talks about the pan sizes. Wow, it's like coming back to the glam palette, like kind of updated. Interesting. Oh, I want to talk about Patrick Ta. Has anybody seen these? It's supposed to be super hydrating. I saw the Lipstick Lesbians talking about it. I don't think they're repeat shades. I have enough ND to make up to for an entire village. I'm gonna have to pass, but they are pretty. It's appealing though to be able to buy one that fits in your bag. They are very cute quads, but I do think that now I think I remember her showing what palettes they're from. Oh, that'd be, wouldn't it be great if she made eyeshadows and you could pick the colors and put them in like magnetized into like a little palette? Because her shadows pop out. You can always rearrange them, but to have them like in that small, that'd be nice. I bought the ND Essential Eye Duo and it turned orange on you. Ooh, I don't even know what that is, the Essential Eye Duo. Did she make duos? Where was I? Jacqueline, me too. I did a huge declutter a couple of weeks ago, but I kept all of my ND. I've got all of mine in this thing. I bought some small magnet palettes to make my own quads. Oh, that's so smart, Jacqueline. You have great ideas. I love the look of the WA bombs, but I hope they don't smell like the matte lipstick. They smell like feet. Oh my God, Maria, we were just talking about those. But oh my God, they're so pretty. Look at the color. Oh, Sarah Creel's got a new one. Hang on. Oh, that's pretty. I like her bombs. This looks like a nice, cool tone. I'm going to have to check that one out. Let me go back to the Western Atelier with my ADD. Okay, they really, I think they're not going to smell because I think it's the clay. And those don't look like they have clay. They look more like a balm, like a gloss. And her lip products that are not lipsticks don't smell. Like her liquid lip balms, they smell fine. I love these. Ma Pousse. I love these bombs. I'm going to take these out. Don't you ever say that to yourself? Like, okay, today I'm going to take out what and just put them like out in front of you. We should do that. We should do like a bring one thing that you haven't looked at in 6 months and tell us what it is. You know, get excited. There's so much in front of us, and then we already have so much. The white packaging is gorgeous. It is, Maria. It's really pretty. Oh, guys, there's so much makeup to be had for the summer. All right. I am sending lots of love to everybody. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Thanks for coming in on Wednesday. I know YouTube was down yesterday, and then we had the power surge here, and I have no idea what happened, but I'm glad that everybody made it here tonight. It's going to be new makeup the next live that I do. We're just going to do some try-ons and pull out some some of the old stuff too. This was nice. We love luxury beauty and it's fun. We're having a good time with it. It makes us feel good. Buy what you want and wear what you want. I'm sending lots of love to everybody. And if you have dry skin, try the Astura. I'm telling you, you will be a changed woman. Mwah. Good night, everyone. I know the white packaging is so pretty. Good night. Sweet dreams, everybody. Love you all. Thank you for coming. Have a good week. I'll see you guys later. Night. Night.